All right, so here's the first update on the biggest TO project. The current day is April 2nd, and I've been working on this since New Year's Day of 2025. So it's been about 4 months now, and all I have left to print are the edge pieces and the corner pieces. Corner pieces in total will take up 5 different printed parts because it's stickerless, which means edges will take up 2 because it's stickerless. So I have to split edges in half and corners into 5 parts, the base and the 4 different colors. Update number 1, I learned that with these internal pieces that make up the core of the mech of the puzzle, that when I printed them, these holes, so everything except this orange part, was too big for any bolts I could buy in person, bolts or screws. I'd have to buy them online, and they would be at least $22 per one bolt, and I need at least 8. And I really didn't want to do that. So I spent the past week just making some quick ways to fix that. That's what these things are. And the way it works is these pieces, the bolt will just fall into, and they'll be here on these little internal pieces that go onto the core. And then inside, you won't really be able to see that, but in the core part here are where these pieces will be. And what it's done is it makes it smaller, so I could buy smaller bolts. These bolts I bought for $5 per one bolt instead of 22 online per one bolt, which I was very happy about because now I've saved time, money, and effort. So yeah, that's just progress update number 1. Now I just have to print edges and corners and assemble this core very quickly. But yeah, next update will probably be an update on the edges. Okay, so here's update number 2 on the biggest TO. Right now I have a core fully assembled. However, it is not glued right now. It is just held together by connectors and bolts. I didn't glue anything together because I wanted to assemble it first to test the sizes and everything, ensure that everything works. And it does work. So now that I've tested it and see it does work, I'm going to go ahead and disassemble it and glue this orange circle to the to this piece to get the screw to fit, the bolt to fit. And then I have another cylinder that the bolt threads into, and I'm going to be gluing that into the core. And then I have the core printed in 4 parts. I'm also going to be gluing that together. So I'm going to disassemble this fully and then glue everything together and show you what that looks like from there. Okay, so I have the core and the centers that go onto it assembled and glued together, and then I have most of the edge pieces here. So I'm going to go ahead and assemble it, and the next update is probably going to be first couple of turns with the core assembled. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I'll jump to it assembled. Alright, so here's the next update. The frame and the mech of the puzzle has been assembled. As you can see, these center parts have been screwed into the core, and now this little frame that's held together by the edges in the core are assembled. And I also went ahead and lubed it and broke the lube in with this frame, so I'll go ahead and show some test turns really quick. So you can see it actually turns pretty well for a 3D printed puzzle, which I think is really nice because it's gonna help the entire turning quality of the puzzle by the time it's assembled. But anyway, yeah, just wanted to show this really quick. I think it's gonna be really cool when it's assembled, and yeah, I think that's gonna be the next update, the final product. So yeah, see you guys then.